and welcome to session 9 of our ongoing campaign, Trials of VinTear, here in Arcane Focus D&D. Can I ask, before we even start anything, can I ask everyone, please look to your right? Okay, thank you so much. Look to your left, if you'd be so kind. Great. See, they follow all directions because I'm the dungeon master. Mike,
the left and right camera-wise.
Yeah, I'm your dungeon master, Mike, and I believe in karma and that I will suffer for this. Join with me are my amazing players. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Steve and I understand the assignment now.
They are all wonderful, talented players, and they don't seek any ill will against their DM.
Never.
Today we are joined by me, Mrs. Amber.
Lord. Hi.
Also, we've got the creator of the Hack Crew, Nick.
Oh, hello.
Back from Anime Convention. We have come with Steve.
I'm in a rod.
And finished from the violent and angry sea, we have Titan.
Hello.
It's like, oh, we got to get up for...
Yeah. Stretch for this one.
Hold on.
Oh no.
And finally,
Oh, no.
fully starting to heal up and revving to go. Ma'am, Temple.
Sir.
Who's also in a rod.
Also in a rod.
I was like, are you going to grab the giant-ass goth hat? Because that is not southern.
There is
closest
such
thing
a
I
thing as
have.
Southern Goth, so.
There
Is.
Close enough.
Now, you might be thinking to yourselves, I don't want to watch this whole thing. First of all, how the hell did you make it this far into the video? Social media's taught us that we have all the attention span of 6 seconds. So, since we've caught your attention, and if you don't have the time to watch a 2-hour live stream, please join us tomorrow for a short rest, which is a beautiful little breakdown, recap show that gets the 2.5 hours into 10 minutes. Pretty good. Lastly, if you're watching this on Twitch, this is a pre-recorded stream. If you see a clear cut, that's because we do things called toddler breaks. We have a little human. Little humans do things like slam on doors, talk, yell, laugh, run around.
And slam in general.
Just
And
all
beat
of
up
it.
the DM.
He may be seen, may be heard. That's what happens. Now, before we get to the game, I'm not going to ask everyone to roll dice. You know why? It's because I failed to provide a gift to one of our great players here for their birthday. And because misery loves company, Steve, you're coming too.
Oh. What'd I do?
You're in the rod.
I'm in a rod. What did I do?
Being punished for it.
I am sending you guys scripts.
I hate you so much right now.
All right. Let me know when you guys are ready. Perfect. I'm going to take that as a good. Okay, guys, I've gone ahead and set you the lines. Ready when you are.
I'm in
I
a rod.
really don't want to do this.
Yeah, it isn't fair. We didn't even roll.
The vibe is all off now.
Okay, well, listen, that may be true, but maybe we'll make this a little easier on you guys. Let's skip the promotion at all. You know, I don't want you guys to feel like you're selling yourselves out. So let's talk about something nice. You know, we just had a birthday. That's great. And I know we're currently healing up right now, but if we had the chance, what would be your ideal night out?
I mean, there's so many things. I mean, I could be hanging out with friends. I could be playing Magic. I could be playing video games. Or, my favorite thing, just not doing anything and just isolating, because honestly, I'm an introvert. Don't tell anybody.
That's fair.
But to be fair, I can tell you the honest answer of what's not fun. Being in a rod!
Temple, what's your ideal night out?
I'm old. Who goes out now?
That's
I
fair,
can stay
yeah.
at home. There's Netflix. There's whiskey. But I'm also a sucker for dancing. So if I go out for dancing, we're going out for dancing.
You know, but how about this? Is that those are some nice? Yeah, I absolutely agree. First of all, how about like a nice restaurant, or maybe going out into like an escape room, or maybe like a ghost tour?
This is sus.
I don't trust this.
You can experience engaging puzzles, exciting combat encounters, and a heartwarming story about the power of love in
I knew it.
There it is.
D8 Night, a romantic adventure for two. It is a fun, it only requires 2 people to play this little one-shot brought to us by our friends at Dakota Irish.
Yay.
Yeah,
Good friends. Yay.
it's pretty good.
But
don't,
but Mike is sus.
Very sus.
yeah. Don't forget to use our affiliate link and use promo code ArcaneFocusD&D to get 10% off the order. Thank you so much, Dakota Irish, for the discount. Yeah. Good job, you guys.
Still don't like
there's
you.
more things to do at home by myself because introvert.
All right. Well, with that out of the way, you guys ready for a quick recap?
Yes, but first I'd like to address the burning question that I may have allegedly. How did I get here?
You touched a thing.
Let's
You touched the thing.
let's dive into
That's the
that.
thing.
And then,
Let's dive into it.
yeah.
The waves crashing upon the sunken isle, our party drags their boat upon the shore and begins investigating the area that they're around. The view of the strange glowing water fills lanterns and catches the party's eye as they head northwards towards a sunken bakery. With a spell casted upon the water, it reacts to the arcane and turns off. Climbing up the side of the bakery, they make it to dry land upon the second story, Diva almost falling only to click the top of the rod and being sucked in, much like how Morris was. Now, with only 3 members currently active, our party begins to move slowly and carefully, seeing other advanced technology, all running on what can be assumed to be purified gazing pool water. It seems that the water has been slowly degrading the material around that's been touched, and mutating the local wildlife, as well as creating monstrous lobster like creatures that chase Phoenix while Arrow and Legati pick them off from afar. Eventually, they rest on the second story of a barn. Picking themselves up, they decide to head eastwards towards the amphitheater. But first, they have to cross 2 residential buildings. Moving quickly, yet quietly, they dodged a I can't read the word I'm put here. Essentially like this ghostly undead sailor like ghoul, only to be attacked by a 5-foot large multi-eyed starfish. A bit wounded, but the party enters the amphitheater and the floor starts to shake as a large rotund man calls out for them to discuss and entertain a ghostly audience in the stands. Discussions were had about the Wave Mother. Stories were shared about where the players were from. But eventually, the talks about the folk saint and another being was mentioned, though the name was almost sapped from our players' ears before they can hear what was spoken. And eventually, the large, lumbering thespian speaks out and says, "Perhaps our audience requires alternative entertainment," and rushes forward to attack. That's where we are right now, present day. Let's pull back a little bit. Morris, you currently are within the antiquity shop. Currently, sort of window shopping, looking at a few things here as your party begins to talk to Ambrosia, finding this almost puzzle-like rod with sort of different turns and twists, almost like it can be shifted and pulled up and moved in different ways. You start to mess with it slightly, just out of curiosity and maybe due to a bit of a wandering eye and attention. Things start to flick into place. Just sort of easily you start to mess with them, and a soft red glow, very soft, is showing on the top of the rod. Curiosity strikes, pressing the top, and I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm good with those. That'll be a natural 20.
A natural 20.
Ooh.
You're being pulled from shoreside antiquities within this warm, cozy establishment. Being thrusted into something extra does not twist and pull at your mind violently. Instead, you're able to keep composure. As you start to see black. You still see your form currently, but you have been pulled. The air in your lungs almost escape your throat as you're flung into, now you start to see white dots everywhere, starting to move. You are doing that like tailspin where you don't really have a full control of how your body is currently being flung into outer space. Seeing stars and planets race by of multiple colors, galaxy-sized life forms. You can see as the thing is pulling you back until you finally start to move back into whatever space you left, into the small spinning planet. You start to see the blue of the ocean, green of fields, bit of tan and white of a desert as you're moving at hypersonic speeds towards the ground. And you feel this lessened, but still feel almost this sudden shock of impact as you land on your hands and knees. The sand reaches up into the sky as hot sand scrapes across your face. Right now, due to the darkness of space, your eyes were adjusted to that. But now that you're back on Aduna, you can assume the bright sun that's currently reflecting off the white sand is making everything so bright.
Ah, my eyes! What the hell was that? Huh? Wait. Where'd all this sand come from? Why is it so bright?
Yeah.
Where's everybody? Where did I go? Where did they go? Where the hell am I?
You feel that white, like, hot searing light in your eyes as you're starting to slowly adjust. You feel someone grabbing your arm and lifting you. Not like solely, but like helping you up.
Oh, I'm gonna say, oh, there you are. I don't know what I don't know what happened. Must have been that some bad food I ate this morning. I don't know. I turned to see who helped me up.
You see, middle-aged woman, crow's feet on her eyes, like a tired person. Very dark tan skin. You can't tell the color of her hair or can't see like the styles. She currently has like wrappings over her head and over her face, trying to blot out most of the sun around. These white, somewhat patchy looking garb that sort of flows with the heavy hot wind that crosses across your face. She's being flanked by two smaller figures, look like children. And you see that she currently has a satchel where there is a small baby sort of affixed to her side. She currently is helping you up. As you sort of go, who are you? Or what's going on? She looks at you and goes, hi, las gorgana, tesura azul.
Huh? What?
Helps you up, dusts you a little bit. Looks up into the sky. Manda?
Diva, is that you? Are we in the sky? Is this the god he's doing? Did he do this? Are we doing something right now? God, okay. Mental note to self. Never go to that place again. Alright, what's the plan? What are we doing?
Mana de solo?
Is this some kind of code? Did I miss the meeting?
You start to feel the other two children, young in age, can't be older than like 10. Sort of point up to the sky and then point to you, and all of them just have like this bright face of like a bit of like excitement.
Now who's Euro and who's The firehead. Huh. I don't know, Legati, if you're around and you can hear me, you really outdid yourself. It's real good. I can't tell who's who anymore. Also, what's with the code? I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Did I miss the meeting?
Sort of put a hand on your shoulder. Was that Arcano?
Yes. Yes. The thing. Yes.
Say, Morbe. And all three get on their knees and start to bow.
Yes. Morbid. Legati, really, this isn't funny anymore.
They get up, and the mother grabs your hand and goes, sa, and pulls you over the lift of a dune. And at this higher elevation, you can see over the dune that you was sort of blocked, is numerous foundations, sort of squared foundations in the sand, with sort of sandstone bricks building, currently like mid-construction, but right in the center is something that is completed, and this is beautiful looking pyramid. There are workers off in the distance, a couple of palm trees sitting in oases that sort of surround this space. And what is constant within this desert land and this currently budding city is a symbol, sharp and angular, almost like an infinity symbol with two triangles that pointed at the end. The woman sort of has a hand on you and goes, "Sí, mane de solo."
Okay, Legati, seriously, you gotta, come on. What's this code? Come on. You want me to play along? I'm gonna need the code. I don't understand.
You are led into this desert city. Seeing, I think the fact that there are numerous people who are not wearing armor, kind of like stop what they're doing, their work, shoveling, moving, curating, and just sort of fixing up this budding town, stop and look in your direction, and you hear the mother who's currently grabbing you going, "Mane de solo!" And you hear a lot of people going, like almost like exasperated and a bit excited, as some people start to kneel. And I think that vision, this is something, I don't think you think Morris would go, "Oh, this has to be Legati," or something. Something's odd. Something's off.
Either that or Legati's been holding back.
That too. But you're being led into the pyramid, the one that's currently completed.
All right. I guess we're gonna go to the base of operations. Okay, fine. All right. You need to debrief me on everything. I've no idea what's going on. One thing's for certain: that spotter in the corner, I'm never going there again. I don't know what it was. Not having it. Not doing this again. Okay.
You are led into the completed pyramid. Within it, you see that you're currently in like this little, it's like a waiting chamber. There, in the corners, there are just mountains of cushions and pillows and small like tables that you'd have to crouch down and sort of be at. The entirety of this space is being lit up with candlelight, soft oil lanterns that also hang off the ceiling. You see the mother brings you to the middle of this, like one of the cushioned spaces, and sits you down and goes, Mon père, agaro viste lida. And does sort of a motion for...
Oh, yes, please. Also, do you know where the rod was? The rod, the thing you do the thing with? The thing, you know? It clicks, it does the thing.
She just nods and kind of goes, yeah, and walks away.
I want to know if I figured it out. Maybe I figured it out. Maybe I did. Maybe I did.
how long do you stay here in this cushion space?
Well, I've been told there was drink, and I was told there was food. So I'm going to stay here until such arrives.
Eventually, she does return. With a couple, she's flanked by these two, unlike this mother who's like just dressed in simple garb, the ones who follow are holding spears and sort of have like metal adornment across their forehead and arms, different like pieces of jewelry. She brings out like this platter, puts it down on one of the side tables, and it is like this red liquid. Slides it over to you, and several like dates and fruit, and there's like a half coconut with some coconut water in it, and goes, Isanora. Isanora? Kulal. Points up to the sky, and then points down, and then sort of does like a fist to her palm, and then motions to the other two and goes, Isanora.
I take a moment and I look around the room. Does anything stand out?
Rolling perception check.
Now those I'm good. I lie. I'm not good with those. Not even expertise will save me from that. That's a natural one.
Natural one. I think you start to drink a little bit, and it is like spiced wine. Very crude, but definitely does have a good flavor. It definitely sort of kicks a bit of the throat. You're like, all right. Wasn't expecting that. You start to enjoy yourself for a little bit. The woman leaves, but the two other people with spears do not. As you finish your glass and eat a little bit, they go, Isanora. Quilla. Polizal. And points a spear at you. Not like threatening, but like, get up.
Question. Do I have my things on me?
You do.
Okay, so I have everything on me. All right. So through my powers of deduction and sage wisdom, I've determined that this may not necessarily be a dream. So maybe I will uncross that place from earlier. Maybe this is something more. I'm okay. So I see him motion to me. I see him pointing the spear. It's non-threatening. What does it look like he's trying to get me to do?
You see the other end of this, like the spear, like almost get up, and as he motions to where he wants you to go, points to these large 20-foot tall doors at the end of the room that are slightly ajar. You can see that there is more light coming from beyond the doors in this other room.
I will look upon him and give him a courteous nod. Understanding, I think, what he wants me to do. I'm going to get up, try again, once again, to look at the room to see if I find anything interesting, if you'll allow me.
Yeah. Well, we can make another roll for that. We'll say this is your, but you are being walked about, so I'll say that's part of it.
Yeah. There you go. Much better. Okay. So that will be... it'll be 23.
23. You begin to walk forward, getting a better view of this room. There are several sort of like shirtless folks here who have some coverings, like just sort of over the shoulder, maybe across the chest, who are currently like carrying silver platters, bringing them to other people who are currently sitting in the cushion spaces. You were left alone, like in your own little corner. In the middle of this space, it looks like they are building like a base for something. A lot of what's still being made in this space is still like mid-construction. You know, they're still building like decorations, or they're still etching like hieroglyphs in like a pillar that's currently keeping this, you know, this part of the pyramid up. Everything is sort of mid-construction. This is so new and budding. But you are led to the door. Doors open, and you see that there is still a fairly empty room, but there are a couple of like half pillars with vases on them, with sort of people painting stuff on them. In the middle of the room, upstairs on its own little platform, is this posted throne with sort of the see-through sheets and curtains. But sitting upon it is this woman, ebony skin, gold flecks on her forehead and cheeks, like she is like sprinkled with gold itself. Braided hair that's been pulled back, with numerous decorum, like just sort of this metal decoration that go over to the head, making a crown. Wearing black instead of white. You are let in, and she stays in her seat, currently crosses a leg, just sort of leans against the arm of the chair. What strikes you with your role really well is that her eyes are this bright sky blue and almost give off this soft glow. The guards sort of point to you, sort of give a tap to your shoulder, not like super hard, just like tap. Motions to the queen, giving a bow, and goes, "E senora, udine."
Okay. The initial thoughts upon seeing all this that go through Morris's head eliminate that this can be any sort of dream caused by drink or contaminated food.
Mhm.
Morris begins to wonder, given the fact that he's seen a bunch of things he's not familiar with, something potentially another culture. These weird symbols they were doing on the wall. From this, Morris deduces that Legati's got to have some hand in this.
Probably.
Yeah. The only one who cares about any of this stuff. So then I start to retrace, like, how long has it been since I got here?
Like no longer than maybe an hour and a half. You got walked in here, sat down for like 30 minutes, and then brought in.
I start to, like, in my mind, I start to retrace my steps, going back a couple of hours and seeing where that black part of my memory is, so that I can figure out, like, what the hell happened. And I remember being with the group. My mind starts to wander. I go back. I remember the events of the court. I remember
you just finished finding the serial killer.
Yeah. I replayed the serial killer. Legati dressed up, which was hilarious. And then what did we do? Like, there seems to be, like, there's that part of my memory that's like, what did we do after that? I remember a rod.
Yeah.
But I don't remember much else.
The queen stands, as you're currently lost in thought, sort of shook and awake as she stands up. You have to look upwards to see her. She kind of gives a finger for you to come and goes, "Vieta."
All right, Gotti, this isn't funny anymore. I start to walk to her.
You walk.
And then I don't know. Oh, God, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you walk up 4 steps, and the whole world shifts. You almost hear this sort of heavy static, and you almost have to, like, shunt your body a little bit as you almost miss a step that is no longer there. You have to stop yourself. That throne is no longer up. It is now down. As the stone you're standing upon is crumbled and crack, you hear there are screams and yelling. Not screams, I should say, like people in pain, but more like people are arguing behind you. There is sound of metal. As you turn your head, those large 20-foot doors, where there was the foundation of a base, there is now a full base and something gold statued. You don't see the queen or anyone else around you.
So where she was up, now she's down.
No, her throne was up. Now it's down.
Yeah,
and she is no longer to see. Yeah,
And she's a god. Okay, maybe not ruling out something I ate. All right. You said that I heard people shouting. Like, can I look over in that direction and see what I find?
yeah. I mean, you didn't go that high up, sort of the staircase. You can definitely go back down, sort of peering where the yelling is. In the waiting room that you were just at, two things strike you. First, there is like this military man holding a spear, sort of doing having an argument with two commoners, and they're pointing at the statue. And there is some like clear like calm down, and the other two are just not having it. You look up at the statue, and you see something immediately familiar. You see a golden statue of yourself. Arm up in a very heroic like pose. There is a plaque that has this strange like language that you do not understand. There's something oddly holy about the way the statue has been made.
Huh. Can you describe the characteristics of said statue? Like,
Yeah.
You said it looked mighty, but I want to know more.
Sure. It is a statue of Morris, full body, one leg slightly up on sort of like a rocky like centerpiece that they've put your foot on, sort of like you have one leg up, an arm off to the side, and another one with your hand up, like almost like in a show of power. You notice right away that it's very detailed. Like they got your armor right, they got your weaponry on your back right, but your eyes are blank. And there are some artistic characteristics that give it like this holy aura.
Huh.
And as you arrive down here, the guards turn around, see you arrive, and the guards that are in the space give a salute and bow.
Okay, this is weird. This is more starting to panic a little bit. The weight and pressure of not knowing what they're saying or what's going on, and seeing the statue and people bowing to me is panic ensues. I kind of look to see who I can catch eyes with.
That's
anybody I can lock eyes with.
That's a great question. I think we're gonna hold on that one. Diva, roll me a wisdom save.
Not a great trait. 12.
12. It's not that high of a DC, but you as well, your mind does not falter and pool and rend at your body going into a tailspin, screaming through the emptiness and vastness of space, seeing planets and galaxies cross through you until you were landed back into a spinning orb, a marble of a planet. And I'll say this is true for both Morris and now you, Diva. It's not daytime. You were able to look out the pyramid. For you, Morris, you're able to look out the pyramid as well, sort of like a half glance or look, and it's no longer daytime, it's now night. But Diva, you hit a crater, sand once again going up, and you feel like your bones starting to shake a little bit as you are like, what the fuck was that? It is cold out here.
I can imagine she's just shaking up like what just happened. Would she be aware that she touched the rod while she was falling?
I think you would be aware. Like, it's the last thing you're like, oh, crap, it's about to fall. Click. Uh-oh. Getting pulled.
Okay. Bearings. I either am in the afterlife, which this is kind of lame, if this is the afterlife, or I'm in the damn rod too. I get up to dust myself off just to try to get a sense of where am I.
You see two young guys, probably in their early 20s, wrapped up in white garment. One of them pulls off sort of the hood that they have, sort of white hood, and point to you in this shocked expression and go, Hunasora! Nora Jokili? Tesora Palazur.
Hello?
They tap sort of each other's chest and they go, Hunasora! And they slowly approach you carefully, like they are the ones currently afraid and not sure about you.
Do you speak common?
Por is that Arcane?
What do I see around us?
You're currently in a ditch, just sort of
ditch?
sand. You see that there is the moon bright right now, sort of at like a half moon right now, giving off sort of reflecting off the white sands. Everything is a bit of illuminated in bits of stars. It's the cleanest that you've seen in a while, but they kind of come close. Aya.
I just kind of point myself, you want me to go with you?
They start to back up, sort of up this sort of crevice. Aya?
I'll start to follow to try to get the crater.
Over the dune. You see this beautiful city built in sand. Completed pyramids as far as you can see. Palm trees and symbols of this angular infinity symbol, sort of where it's like 2 points, but not on its side, upwards. Standing like an hourglass. Make me a perception check with advantage.
It's going to be a 19.
19. Immediately something strikes your brain as you smell the air. You smell someone familiar. Is that Morris? Along the wind. The two gentlemen, the two men. Unasora. He's a Nora. And sort of reach into whatever they can, pulling out into like satchels, like small bits of bread, and just sort of holding them up as an offering.
No. I just kind of push it back. I'm fine.
Hiya.
What direction do I get the set trail of Moors? It's like, is the direction we're heading or just around?
It smells like it's like a trail leading you into the city.
Okay.
You start to make your way through the city, following these two.
I was muted for that thing.
What happened? Oh,
I realized I was muted for that. I was
Said
going to
something
say.
muted, which I heard because we were in the same room.
Yeah,
Good point.
I was saying public service announcement. Morris does take a shower often.
oh, okay. You get that natural musk though. That is only for you. But you are making your way through town, and there are several other so much more people here now. Nighttime, sort of working and walking through the night where it's not as hot. Able to take advantage. It is being lit up. This entire city is being lit up by like torchlight and braziers. Making your way through. They are leading you into this center pyramid that's larger than the rest around. And as you start to get to the door into the pyramid's open. As you make your way just close enough, Morse and Diva, you catch each other's eye. Morse, you're currently inside the pyramid. Diva, you're outside, but you're being led into the waiting chamber.
God damn it! As soon as I see Morse.
So while her thing was happening, I'm still kind of descending into a slight panic because I have no idea what's going on. I catch eyes with Diva as she walks in the pyramid, and I literally shout at the top of my lungs, "You!"
Me? You? I'm stuck in this thing with you now.
Stuck in... What? What are you talking about? Tell the god to quit his tricks!
This isn't a Legati thing, this is a stupid Morse thing because he couldn't keep his hands to himself.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense!
Where are we?
I don't know!
What's the last thing you remember?
I don't know!
Do you,
Where are we?
Do you remember being in Ambrosia's shop?
Who?
The chick from the boat.
What boat? Clearly, the gap of memory is...
Do you remember a rod?
Oh, the thing that clicked, yeah!
Yeah. When you clicked, you kind of went into it. So I actually had you in my bag for a while, but I fell, and I think I grabbed it, and now I'm in it. So this is your fault.
Wait, why is this my fault? No one told you to grab
Because you
it.
should have touched it in the first place.
You touched it, didn't you? That's why you're here. How's that my fault?
Because it wouldn't be in my bag if you didn't touch it. I wouldn't have it if I didn't have to watch over you for being in it. Now help me figure out how to get out of here.
What is your past perceptions, both of you?
14.
I think mine's just lower. Hold on.
Is it at least higher than an 11?
It's right on 11.
All right, perfect. This is perfect. You guys are having an argument. Sort of screaming and yelling back and forth, trying to get the full story aligned. And you notice for a moment, you look to your right as you sort of peel your attentions away from each other. The civilians who watched these two young men bring in Diva have bowed to you, Diva. The guards currently are bowing to Morris. And Diva, for a brief moment, you look and you're like, where the hell even are we? And you look around and you see there is a golden statue of Morris.
I don't even have words right now. Explain.
I don't even have words right now.
Why are they bowing? What did you do?
What did I do? I just clicked the rod, and now I'm here.
People just don't bow, Moors.
Explain that! And I pointed the guards bowing to her.
You look at the guards, and you both see where Morris is pointing. The world glitches out, sort of shaking and rumbling, shifting, things moving in this wild fashion. It is still nighttime. There are no guards and no civilians surrounding you. But as you look at the area that you're currently now in, this pyramid that you're standing in, this little waiting room, has numerous holes on the walls, like it's crumbling. Morris's statue has fallen by the knees and currently is on the ground, and there is a second base with a statue of Diva. And they have been shifted to look at each other almost in a combated, almost like two gods fighting each other. And currently in disarray state.
As soon as I see that, I'm gonna look at Diva and say, "Explain that."
It's a good statue of me.
Instinctively, I grab whatever I think was my warhammer. I grab my warhammer. I fling it at Diva's statue.
Make me attack roll.
Before I say anything, I just want to see what's going to happen.
Me too. That will be a 15 to hit.
15. Crazy thing about a warhammer is that it's not a throwable weapon, but you reel back as far as you can and throw it, and it goes. And
That is the exact intent. Yes.
it hits the base and goes, cuts a little bit of the base, and the foot that Diva's statue was on goes down a little bit. It doesn't fall over, but it definitely was like in this heroic pose, and it is now tilted.
Was that necessary?
That's what I think of your statue.
You hear screams outside. Numerous screams.
What kind of screams?
Like a
I would
whole
assume
city,
the-
like a whole city in terror.
I was gonna say what I would assume would be screams.
I want to walk towards, I guess, the door to see if I could look out.
Morris grabbing your hammer, I'm assuming. You see numerous people running to the. I guess you come from north. It'd be your left, but it would be. They would be moving to the east. People are running to the east. I think curiosity catches both your attentions. You're like, what are people yelling, running from? Walking out, looking in that direction, you just see a horizon of desert. And you start to look up into the sky. And you see, in the night sky, within the darkness of space, among the stars, is a wild terror. In the sky, the fabric of the universe currently splitting. Through that hole, you see like ghostly pink, purple, and blues. Just a miasma of color. Numerous civilians here yelling and screaming, running in a language you can't understand. And then finally something happens. You see this huge, in like cosmic level size eye, yellow with a black slit, looking through from this tear. Then 10 other slits of eyes, bright yellow eyes. It retreats. The tear's still open. Something passes through the tear, heading down into the planet. A large chunk of earth, followed by numerous smaller ones, start to fall into the ground past the horizon. You can assume by how the earth, like these chunks of earth, have passed through your vision, that it is far, like across this land, even further. And that gives you a better scope of how big this thing is. As these chunks of earth fall into the ground, they catch fire upon entry within the planet, like fireflies in the night sky. There's a moment of silence. I would like both of you make me dex saves.
Seventeen.
15 and 17? Okay. The earth shakes. Does not stop shaking. Each of you fall to the ground, gripping probably something, anything to keep yourself stable. The pyramids around you start to crumble and shake, start to fall. You're getting accosted by dust and sand. It shakes longer than 10 minutes. It is something that is work from California, the majority of us here. Generally, it stops after a while. This has become worrisome, or it does not stop until finally several minutes have passed. Your knees shake and you bring yourself up. The screams begin again as the eye retreats and the tear closes and seals. Gone.
What was that?
I have no words. Want to maybe stop fighting and go check it out?
Yes?
Diva, what does that
All right.
smell? It smells like brine.
Like salt? Saltiness?
Salt water? Over the horizon. You all know are in the desert. Somewhere in the desert. It's hard to tell where in the world you are. Thoughts pop up, especially for you, Diva. Go, am I in the Glass Leech Desert? That's the case. It would make no sense that you see a wave coming over the horizon because the Glass Leech Desert's far from the western shore. This incalculable height of water rises and rises and rises over the horizon. Heading towards you, this entire land and the people upon it. That smell of ocean brine gets so consumed, tight. This tidal wave is coming to consume all. And you are both are just mere specks on this land.
Well, it's been nice knowing you, Diva. It's been a great life, and yeah, toodles. And I start running away.
Wait, where are you going? I start chasing after him. We should hide in the pyramid.
I stop. I look at her. I look at the pyramid, and I point up at the giant wave coming in.
And where are you going to go?
Doesn't matter. We die anyway. Toodles!
You start to run. And I would add like Legati, Phoenix, and Arrow to roll me initiative as the thespian go,
Yeah.
perhaps we can entertain them in a different way.
I'm just still shocked the -1 to charisma passed.
Rude.
Rude. But God, we'll talk to them.
Oh,
Ooh, very good.
uh,
21.
Ooh, Phoenix with a 21.
18.
18 for Arrow.
I got a 1.
Oh.
I will be going last.
Oh no.
I can't even read that. What is that? Okay. 15 for the thespian.
This is bad.
That's a really big dude.
Let's go ahead and change up a bit of this music.
Y'all
The
got
go-
this. I believe in you.
the ghostly figures around here, the audience currently sitting, start to
Oh, let me
expand in excitement as this ghostly light blue aura surrounds each of them. The thespian just sort of looking out, going, "Entertain them. Entertain me." And let's go ahead and just change a little bit here.
There we go.
Yeah. First to act is you, Phoenix.
I really don't want to go up and hit that guy.
Did he say entertain
said
them with combat?
He's gripped. You see he pulls from his back this anchor, a literal anchor, holds it tight, and is moving and tumbling in your direction. There is a clear intent of danger that sort of flicks in Legati's mind.
Fuck.
All right, fair enough.
To defend or otherwise? I hate this. I think she's gonna she's gonna step in front of Legati and just kind of stance in between him and this giant because she doesn't want him to get hit. And she's not real confident on the stance, but I think that's what she's doing.
You got this.
You know what? I'm gonna patient defense.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Are you going to do anything with your action?
Can I hold it?
Yeah, you can hold it.
I'm gonna hold it to see what this guy does.
What are you holding, though?
Just probably a hit with my staff.
Okay.
But yeah.
When he comes into...
When he gets within distance, but she just doesn't want him to get hit, so she's gonna stand in front and guard.
Okay. After Phoenix, you have a key point for patient defense. You're currently dodging. And you have an action to hit if this thing gets close enough. Arrow, you are up.
Oh boy, and he does look ready to fight, you said.
Yeah, he has an anchor and a claw hand, and he's currently gripping both, and he's ready to rush forward.
Like a full anchor? Like a ship-sized anchor?
Like a ship-size anchor.
Good! I would love to be hit by one of those. Yeah, I kind of had the same idea as Phoenix. We're just gonna chain this out. I'm gonna step in front of Phoenix, Phoenix and Legati, and pull out my short sword and try.
Just ask you, what the hell are you doing?
Listen, we don't want any trouble. There's no reason for us to be fighting here. But I want to try to talk him down, but I'm also keeping the other two behind me.
I'll say, because I don't want this to be like a wasted turn. You had enough discussion beforehand, and it seems that the audience's attention were no longer interested in words.
Oh, fair enough then. Okay. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. I'm gonna do that thing that I've tried before, and it's gonna hurt probably me in the long run. Then I'm gonna run up to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
All right, that's a save from him.
Yes,
I'm
it's a
assuming.
Constitution save.
Mike, can we have the little cat feeder thing go off?
Well, yeah, everything goes off. I mean, the LCD screen goes on.
Yeah.
The cat
the
feeder
bag
goes
of
meow, meow,
stuff.
meow,
Yeah,
meow.
I have the bag of stuff.
I forgot
Okay.
about that.
Like music and yeah.
Music
I'm
starts
just
to
waiting to
play.
hear like an
Yeah.
ice cream truck.
We got like the what is it, the Valkyrie song? I can't. It's like the Rise of the Call of Valkyrie or something.
Yeah.
Starts to play. That's the first time my blood die ever hurt me. That's a 10.
Yay.
The save was not high, but it was an 11, so...
Okay.
On a failed save, you take 2d8 thunder damage and pushed 10 feet away from me.
10 feet.
2d8.
Yeah.
It almost like this Thespian almost like falls off the platform. Has still some footing, but is
Not
this
great
way.
damage. 5 thunder damage.
5. All right. 5 with the guy. 5 on the guy. Action. Any bonus action?
Nope. Just gotta hold on and brace myself.
All right. Thespian is going to go. Yeah. He's going to rush forward 10 feet, sort of catching, going back into the speed that you pushed him back. Is going to get his claw hand and start to rend it down.
Yep.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to need more dice.
You're sturdy boy.
Oh, good night, guys. Oh.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage,
Mm.
and I need you to make me a strength save.
Just gonna chew on that damage for a little bit. I'm switching my die. That was a 9.
9. This guy hits you with such force with his claw that you go prone.
Joy.
That is going to be his turn. Sort of rushing forward with the claw, bringing it down. Legati. I think you're the only one with a rod, but you currently are standing there.
Break the stupid thing. Look, he's just yelling at you.
I mean, we haven't established in fiction if we really believe that if I break this rod, the guys will come back, or
You
if
do
it will
not.
make it so they can never reappear.
I don't care right now, because we're gonna disappear.
How tall is this guy?
I think we established last time he's about like 20, 22 feet tall.
20 or 22 feet tall. Okay.
Hey,
Is
maybe
there-
if he clicks it, he'll go inside.
Oh yeah, get him to click the rod. Then it's your problem, guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Giant
Is
eldritch
there-
tidal giant.
Yeah, and then a large
Yeah.
meteorite hits the floor, and it's this big guy.
Do you want to click a button?
Are there pools of water or anything around this area? Is this area partially flooded, or is this
Yeah.
dry?
What you're standing in is partially flooded water.
Okay.
Like it's up to your heels.
Mm-hmm.
Down here, it's like up to your, like, just like the calf.
Yeah. Should I just break it? Should I just break the rod? Yeah.
Break it or get him to touch it.
I feel like he's too dangerous at the moment. All right, is it
Yeah.
an action to I don't want to accidentally twist the rod. What can I do to like Oh, you know what I'm going to do? What is the rod made of?
It is made out of like a combination of gold and wood.
Oh, okay. Golden wood. All right. I am going to hold the rod and then cast catapult on it and launch it into this guy's head to break it on this guy's head, hopefully. Golden wood, going that fast the catapult goes would certainly be an
Well,
issue.
Yeah, I think that's an attack roll, or is that a save on him?
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
What
I
is
guess if
your
it-
what is your save?
13.
13. I'll say that if he fails this by 3 or more, it will shatter.
Okay.
Don't roll the blood dice. Roll a
I'm not rolling the blood dice.
dice.
He also has a -2 to dex. Sorry, -1 to
Okay.
dex.
That's good.
That's going to be a 5.
Woo.
All right. Sure hope we didn't lose our friends forever in that action.
Go ahead and roll your
He's gonna.
damage.
I'll roll some damage that he's gonna take.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he doomed us all.
Well, I mean, you were gonna get
Seems like a
tidal
good
wave
idea
or
at the
giants. You pick.
I don't know. Between sheer annihilation and a giant, I'd probably take the giant. I don't know.
That is going to be 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Hit this guy between the eyes with this thing.
The wood, it's almost like a bullet shoots out so fast that it smashes into him. It's sort of like you see the large rotund body just start to rumble as these shards of metal and like gold and wood just sort of splinter into him as there is a bright white light that, and for a brief moment you just see a moon illuminated sand, 2 fuzzy figures mid-run, and the sound of waves. And you're already hearing waves crashing in this space, but just sort of like this vibrating, almost like coming out of like a speaker of a radio, just Morse and Diva,
Alright.
you emerge, landing on the ground, no longer hearing the encroaching tidal wave, now just hearing crashes of wave. Diva, to you, this looks oddly familiar. And you look up and you see this large 22-foot person going, "More entertainers for the audience," holding a claw in one hand and a anchor in the other.
Huh. Hi. Entertainment.
You
I
might
just
want to
kinda
get
look
back.
around.
He didn't
might
like
wanna
our
get back.
entertainment. He didn't like-
Arrows between you guys currently like hit hard on the floor, blood seeping through. I would like both of you to roll me initiative.
That's not good.
Can't be a 1.
It's a 4.
13.
Oh, Steve, I think you're still mute.
Am I?
Yeah, because I heard you. They didn't.
I heard it.
You said 13,
Oh.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Legati, that was your action. Any bonus
Yeah.
actions or movement?
The ghosts doing anything? The spiritual weird? Are they like people merged to the wall? Is that how you describe them, or something?
The way,
or-
yeah, the way it looks like is that their physical body has merged in with the seating and the broken
Yeah.
sort of seats here. It's like these ghostly forms that are currently up and just emitting this ghostly aura.
Yeah. So
But
if I was like, can you see the line I'm drawing?
Yeah.
If I was over here, do I still have line of sight to the guy? Is that like sunken
Yeah.
down? I mean, he's 20 feet tall, so
Yeah, he's 20 feet tall, and also that like
Alright.
you'll have line of sight.
All
Absolutely.
right, so I'm going to just move over here, chill
Okay.
out here, and that will be my turn.
You run into the aura, and this aura just sort of sends a bit of a sickly feeling down your back, but nothing right now.
Okay, and how far does that aura extend?
15 feet out.
15
Around,
feet, okay.
yeah, around each of these ghostly figures.
All right.
So they're like a Davy Jones situation.
I don't know, Phoenix. It's your turn. Why don't you figure it out?
Fuck me. Okay, so we got Sailor Boy knocked on his ass on the ground. Oh shit. Okay, twofold. She doesn't want to do this, but she feels like she needs to do this. And I think her heart is just pounding. She's gonna run over to Arrow, step over him, burn her last key point, and do Hands of Mercy.
You're stepping over him.
Yeah, well, like
Okay.
to block.
No, yeah.
And she'll do the her last key point to do Hands of Mercy.
All right. Hands of Mercy. How does it look like when you use Hands of Mercy?
It's been a long time since she's used it, so I think she's like slightly trembling. But she, instead of black, her hair turns like bright white with a blue tint. The veins turn blue, and she just kind of lets go of this energy on Arrow's chest. And I forgot what the hell the die is. What's the martial die again?
Right now it's a D4.
D4. Okay.
Yeah. Almost like you can almost hear like modern time clear as 2 hands on your chest.
Seriously. She hasn't had to use it in a very long time, and last time it did not go very well. Whoa, went well this time. Okay.
Plus your wisdom.
Yeah. It's only 6, but 6 points of healing.
Did your hair change again?
We'll talk about it later. And she's just like, basically in a defense position.
So you
over-
cannot end your turn within another player's.
Oh, well, she can move over.
Okay, so we could say that you could. I mean, you could definitely do that, sort of here.
Okay.
But Arrow's currently stuck there right now.
And she just looks up at this dude and is like, if you want a show, I'll give you a show. Chase me. And
Chase me.
wants to see if she lights herself on fire, if he'll follow her and get the hell away from the group. But she will stay there for now.
Okay. Now that we have the whole crew, the Thespian's going to use a legendary action. And
Of course.
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna grab a D10. Oh, of course. 1, 2, 3. This guy here starts to clap. And the aura begins to extend.
Uh-oh. Which one is it? Sorry.
The one to the bottom right. You can see there's a larger aura. Do you guys see the auras, by the way?
Mm-mm.
I don't see aura.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh,
There we
There
go.
we
There we
that's a
go.
big freaking aura.
That's not
Oh,
good.
that's
Roll
massive.
20. Let's go ahead and show the rest of the auras too.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh.
Interesting. I didn't know about this this thing here. That was legendary action. Arrow, you're currently on the floor, but it's your turn.
Okay. Should I use this now? I mean, it did 10. Got healed. Okay, I'm gonna get up and use my second wind.
Okay. Bonus action, second wind.
Yup. There we go. I can live with 9 extra HP.
Plus your fighter level, yeah.
Going to reiterate, like, as I push myself up out of the, like, what did you say, like, shin-high water, flick my arm off, grab my sword again. As I was saying, you might want to get back. And I'm going to try to attack this guy with my sword.
Go for it. You're getting up as well, I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right.
That's,
half movement
is
to
that
get up.
half or full?
Half movement.
Okay, yeah. Up, and then attack. How many do I have right now? Is it just the one? Yeah, it's just the one. It's a bad day, guys. It's a 9.
A 9. 9 doesn't. You strike out, and it brings this Thespian brings the anchor out, and you're metal across this heavy anchor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dig my heels in, hold on to it, and just be like... There's like a look on his face of like, I don't want to do this. This sucks. Like, I'm not gonna do anything else, but might die. That's my turn.
After your turn, it's going to use a legendary action, second one, and look to you, Diva and Morse. More stories to tell. Hopefully, you are entertaining ones. Reels back the anchor towards you, Morse, and slams down.
Meep.
An 8 to hit. No longer using this die. Let's bring out the blood die. But the,
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I feel like my hands are sweaty. I feel like it's affecting my rolls.
the anchor goes down, crash against the water that you're able to sidestep quickly and see this thing as a clear threat. It is now the Thespian's turn. That was his legendary action. He's going to grab the anchor, look to Legati, and go, all actors needed on stage. And toss the anchor in your direction.
Oh.
21.
Oh, shit.
And I would-
Silvery barbs. He's probably still gonna hit me, but maybe I'll get lucky.
a 5.
Woo!
I rolled an 18 and then a 2.
All right, then yeah, I think that the anchor just like in the air, it just like changes shape, right? It's like one kind of anchor and then it becomes a different kind of anchor so that it passes like right over me. Is he pulling it back or
So
is he throwing it?
It's an interesting question, and I have an answer for you.
Okay.
It lands right here.
Uh-huh.
And as it does so, it hits the wall, like sticks against the lifted seating against the side, and is starting to give off like it's starting to affect the water in the area around. It starts to chill it with these spiked icicles. It is starting to glow. You get a sense that this thing is about to erupt.
Fascinating. I'm gonna give my silvery barbs advantage to Morse.
Okay.
So Morse, sometime in the next minute, it's just the next attack roll ability check or whatever you have advantage on. Okay, that's fine.
All right. Morse, you're up.
All right. He's just standing there, like, right?
Yeah, this 22-tall, rotund abomination of some mortal humanity mixed with this crab creature with glowing green eyes.
Can I make my way up to him?
Yeah, I mean, you can. He's taking a lot of space. You could probably go like here. You could like turn around, like
Go right there,
circle around.
right there.
You can't be in his space, so you have to be around him.
Oh, is this his space? Because in my map, it doesn't show that it's his space.
Oh, you can't see the giant guy.
You don't see the giant?
No, I see the giant guy. I see him like right here, right?
No.
But I see
It's
the
like-
green outline of him, and I'm outside of it. Okay, there we go. So in
Yeah,
that
there you
case, there, I'm gonna stay there.
Yeah.
How about that? How about that?
Roll 20, being weird.
All right. What did he say when we popped in here?
He said essentially new actors and new performers. Hopefully your stories are entertaining, and has attempted to hit you with an anchor, which has now been thrown towards Legati.
Great. I'm gonna say, oh look, seafood. Hopefully you're more satisfying than the rest. And I will attack him with I'll attack with my Warhammer. I will call by the way, pardon me, I'm still getting used to it. I will use a bonus action for let's go Wrathful Smite. I believe we've had a rest, given that it's been like 3 weeks. I think we've had a rest before this encounter, right?
I mean, you woke up early in the morning, fully rested, when you finished helping Harper find Krista Notmore. You think it's only been technically for you, it's only been a few hours.
But it counts for spell slots. I'll take it.
Yeah, you
All right.
already had a long rest this morning.
Cool. All right.
Weird.
Yeah. So we
There
will
for
do.
days.
I'll do a bonus action of Wrathful Smite.
And you
All
roll with advantage because of silvery barbs.
Yes, you do.
Yay! Perfect.
Crit.
No, not crit. It is
One of these
close, though.
times.
It is close. It is very close.
I'm like, no, I'm telling your dice. Crit.
Oh, yeah, the dice is to no one but the dice. I had a 22 to hit.
22 connects.
Sweet. So Wrathful Smite. Do you have to do? Oh, you have to give me a Wisdom save.
Oh, okay. Are you wise, my thespian? That's gonna be an 11.
I swear I had it written. What is? Oh, you said 11? I do. I do
Yes.
have it written. There it is. You fail the save.
All right.
I will then utter the words, "Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Crab?" See. My attacks will deal an extra 1d6 psychic damage, and then you are now frightened until the spell ends. The creature can make a Wisdom check against my DC to steal its resolve and end the spell. But anyway,
Oh, at the end. I'm assuming at the end of his turn.
I'm going to assume yes, because it doesn't say at on its turn, but I'm assuming
Yeah.
otherwise. How else could he do it?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Let's go. We have that. We have this. I think. And then heal. Okay. Oof. Oof. Oof, that's pretty nice. Going to be
Generally, oof isn't surrounded, but like followed
that is
by.
going to be
Good.
18 points of damage,
Oof.
and 4 of that is psychic, if that matters.
No, he's not resistant to psychic.
Is he actually frightened?
He is frightened.
He is frightened. He does have the frightened condition. As he starts to look at himself, as you mentioned, like his crab form. I was once whole, but now I am not.
Does he look at me when he says that?
Yeah, well, he's looking like at you and then at himself as he mentions he's no longer whole.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell him crab legs are my favorite. And I want him to envision me as this really hungry carnivore looking at him like a snack. He should then fear for his life. At least when it comes to me, anyway.
Okay.
Hi, Rolly.
He lives!
Is that the end of your turn, Morris?
That will be the end of my turn.
His last legendary action, he is going to, out of fear, try to slam down at you with his claw, Morse, with disadvantage. 10. Just, I think you make mention of sort of his now marine infused body, slams it down and shivers back. I don't think he's... Let me look at his intelligence. He's a smart guy. Yeah, he has to know these plays things. He knows not to move back due to the fear of also getting hit by others. But has missed with his legendary action. Diva, you're up.
Seeing everything that happened with Morris since we've been back, Diva has not just stopped laughing. The laughing is just becoming almost crazed at this point. I'm going to use my bonus action to self-inflict wound to start my Crimson Right. So I'm going to take 2 points of damage, take my Scimitar, and just slash it against my leg so it turns red. And I am going to attack. I'm going to roll to attack.
Nice.
Plus 3. That is going to be 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's 6 plus... That's going to be 7 points of damage.
All right. Okay. Cut across. You actually see that as he reels back from the missed hit from Morris, you were able to take that opportunity to slash against your leg and then cut across its arm. It just... And it already cauterizes due to the flames licking up your steel.
These things right here, these aren't like higher elevations. These are just rocks, right?
Yeah, it sort of makes it like a barrier between like these is where people will sit. So right here it is a bit of a higher elevation, about 10 feet high.
I'll stay where I am. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Legati, you're up.
Run.
Oh, right.
Describe, yeah.
Right. You first of all, you start your turn in the spirit's aura, which currently has been. Oh no, that you're not in the enhanced one. So I would like you to make me a charisma save.
Staying away from the enhanced aura. Okay, that is a 7.
7. You take 5 points of psychic damage, as you can hear numerous chatter from this audience member currently. You can hear like clapping and cheering in this ghostly wail. Due to the failure of the save, you are not allowed to leave this aura.
Oh, good. Okay.
It feels like you want to sit and enjoy the show.
It is a good show. I feel like we're winning.
Yes.
But I'm worried about the
Debatable.
exploding anchor
I'm not. It's
situation.
part of the show.
Okay, so is the anchor like sitting in water, you said, or?
It's currently in the wall. It has some water. Like there's been splashes of wave coming from the west side of the shore. So there's bits of water everywhere, you can imagine.
All right, but the anchor is not submerged or anything.
No,
currently.
no.
Okay. Can I get let's see, 5, 10, 15. Ugh. There's like not a safe place to stand at all. Okay, I want to be on like the other side of this guy.
Okay.
I want to use him as cover as much as possible. Assuming that the anchor might explode. I'm hoping it hurts him in addition to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like scrabble up there, duck behind him. Then I'm like right next to this guy. Can I cast Toll the Dead on that ghost thing?
Yeah, you can.
Is it a valid target for that?
It is. You see that it is not. It is a target that is currently here in the space. I think because they are not moving and doing things, they sort of emit this aura of interest. Yeah, I think you get a sense that like it's not going to have like an opportunity attack to attack you, but it is causing harm. It is causing problems. But yeah, it can be targeted.
All right, then, yeah, I'm going to sit next to this guy. I'll shake the bag. The bag makes musical noise again, and I wield the noise as a weapon and try to toll the dead on this guy. He can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's going to be a 3.
Okay, so does he count as having already taken damage or losing or missing hit points because he is a ghost or some shit? No, probably not.
No,
right?
no, but he does not have a lot of HP.
All right. Well, that is 1 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So let's see what happens.
You will the power of that musical box as it reverberates through the spirit and soul. Due to the damage, it's not gone, but the radius is gone.
Perfect. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. All right,
like it
then
turns its
I
attention
do
to
sit
you.
down. Yeah.
It turns its attention towards
Okay.
you, no longer on the fight. And there's a quizzical like, what am I doing moment, and there is no voice, but there's that look of, how did I get here?
I say heads up and gesture to the anchor, and then duck down next to this guy.
Okay. Before we get back to the top of the round, let's all take a quick 10-minute break. So we'll be back. We are back to the top of the round as we have Gotti a little bit away from the rest of the party, but currently this creature, this thespian, this mutated being is currently afraid of Morse. Dinner. Phoenix, you're up.
I has questions.
What is your question?
Okay. Gotti says I have the bag.
Okay.
The frame is in the bag, yes?
The LCD frame is in the bag.
In the LCD frame, there is a picture of a really giant dude, right?
Yeah, a healthy looking, like brown redheaded person with sort of this beard and hair.
Any resemblance whatsoever?
Oh, I doubt it. I think it's wildly different pictures of people. The other person looks sized, yes, but not this big.
Okay. Let's go try something.
I think another big thing is that the person in the frame was from a baker's shop. This person, the way they talk, is more of an actor.
Dang. I was going to try and distract him with the frame and be like, hey, this you?
I like that. I like where your mind's at. I like it.
All right. Guess I'm just going to have to go beat some ass instead.
That's the spirit.
There we go. Let's go.
Where are you moving
Violence
to?
is always the answer.
So you
I
get
can
within
move
range.
between people, right?
I mean, you could be within someone's space when you attack, yes, but you have to move out because you cannot end your turn in someone's space. In other words, he would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Well, I was going to
Just
try and
shove
move right
me, and Arrow
here.
could be like, ah.
Yeah.
Like, still stay in melee.
That works. Yeah, we have our 4 melee people right in the fray.
I'm going to try and
Question,
crack him
we
with
have
this
music.
quarterstaff.
You have music?
Did music stop?
I don't hear it.
I will get it back.
Help me get in character. I need to be immersed.
Yeah, I need my
spoiled.
heart rate to go back up again.
Yeah. Also, if anybody has any Old Bay seasoning, I could borrow some. Thanks. Gonna need some.
I kind of light shit on fire. Anyway,
Perfect. That's gonna come good for the stir fry. Fantastic. Oh, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a nice little cooking. Awesome.
I did rolls. Let me know when
Okay.
you're ready.
Sorry, I'm back. What did we get?
21.
21 for the first hit with your staff?
Yes.
Yeah, hits.
7 points of bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Bonus action offhand attack.
Yes, you can.
I actually rolled good with her dice. Normally her dice is a little bit of an asshole, but let's see. Oh, better. 24.
To hit?
24 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 points of damage.
2 solid. Strike with your staff hitting the calf. It goes down a little bit, and you're able to hit like where the solar plexus is, just sort of rumbling through the body. Awesome. You've moved as well as here. Any other movement you'd like to do?
No, that was my action, bonus action, movement, so we're good.
Okay.
She's just trying to, I think, distract, so if he turns around, she's hoping that Morse will just hit him in the back of the head.
He has to switch it up. So at the end of your turn, he's going to use legendary action. He's going to remove the entrance that he has on this audience member. And we'll switch it over to... Ooh, okay. To this buddy boy. That was legendary action. Arrow, you're up.
Okay. Swing. 14?
14 is his AC.
Wow.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to stab him. 6 points of piercing damage.
Woo!
And
He's
that's it.
looking hurt.
Correction. He's looking delicious.
He's also looking afraid.
We also said we shouldn't
But-
eat stuff from here. Phoenix learned that the hard way.
Look. There's nothing that a nice, 8-hour boil won't fix. It's fine. Fine.
I think he's like noticing Phoenix like run past and is kind of like a little confused, but assumes she's just fighting because she is, and we'll just let it go. That's my turn.
Okay. Legendary action. Oh no, he can't until it explodes. So that's not coming back to his hand. Yeah, he'll just make another melee attack. This time he's going to hit Diva with a claw hand. What's with these horrible rolls? 12?
Miss.
A claw hand hits the ground. The water splashes, hitting the stone, cracks a little bit. You just hear from the thespian as it pulls back.
That's adorable.
Now it's the thespian's turn. The anchor that's been left alone at the start of the thespian's turn shoots out numerous pieces of like this like serrated looking ice in the aura as it just starts to erupt in the space. So it's no longer giving the aura as it's gone ahead and done its job. But at the beginning of his turn, Thespian is going to... Yeah, I think he's just going to attack with his claw again. This time we'll do... Let's do Phoenix, because you hit me with a staff. Oh, better. 15 to hit.
Just hits.
She's how far away from me?
That's gonna hurt.
10 feet.
Hey, Mike.
Yep.
Has the what was his name again? The
Thespian.
Espion? Has it rolled out of its condition?
It will do it at the end of the turn. I also for clarification, I also rolled that with disadvantage, the 15, because he's still afraid.
Oh, sorry, couldn't help you.
You're good.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm on top of it.
Steel trap.
It's all right here. 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a strength save.
Hey.
Yes, please.
What's her save? She's strong-ish. Don't be a dick.
Sure.
16?
16. Hits you with the claw. You're able to move out of the way, but it still does that damage, and you are not knocked prone.
Ugh. I think she just takes it, puts her hands up, and she slides back.
Oh,
That
rad.
hurts.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's going to be his turn. Morris, you're up. I think you're muted.
He's not.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
He said something.
I am
There you go.
totally muted. Yep. No, I'm saying some mighty fine crab legs.
Oh my god.
Mm,
This is kind of scary, I'll say that much.
mm. That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 connects.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't what I wanted, but it's fine. It's fine.
He deals an extra d6, Nick?
No,
The important thing is that the guy has to use an action to try to shake off frightened. He can't automatically make the save.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's I can't think of any other spell where I've seen it other than like trying to escape a web. But yeah, Wrathful Smite requires an action to shake
Ooh.
it off.
Then he's going to have to wait. Get rid of that. He's going to be rolling disadvantage until his next turn, maybe.
That's okay.
That is going to be 10 points of damage.
Ooh. Wow.
Mm.
Heavy strike with the Warhammer. Hitting sort of the arm that's now free. Sort of this humanoid looking arm that was once holding the anchor. You hear snaps and cracks in the bone as he's currently just moving his arm. There's damage being dealt, but it doesn't look like this creature is like feeling pain.
Good. I would like to. Well, I don't technically have a patron yet, I guess, or deity or whatever. So I would like to just put this out there for the powers that be, universe, if you will.
Mhm.
And if I hit a nat 20, I'm taking off that claw arm. I'm gonna need something for the boil.
You know, if you made a deal with the Arbiter, that could have been a wish. But it's fine. No, you've soiled that bridge.
Oh,
I think destroying the statue and whatnot kind of did that.
Any movement or bonus action?
you know, I'm obviously opposite its crab arm. Can I move to its crab arm?
Yeah, I mean you
Can
can
I,
you
like,
can
go
you could
over
stay
here?
within you could stay within its range.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you
just
good?
gonna scooch by everybody like, excuse me, coming through. Excuse me. Sorry.
Like a movie theater aisle. Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Pardon me. I'll end my turn there.
All right. He's going to use his last legendary action for this round to recall his anchor.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
Calls it, but that's his legendary action. That's all he could do. Diva, you're up.
Okay, we're gonna swing to hit. That is going to be +3, 16 hit.
That hits.
Let's see. So that's 4 plus 3. That is 7 points damage.
All right, he's looking bloodied.
And I will. Part of me wants to move, but part of me wants to stay there. No, I'll just stay there. I'll end my turn there.
Legati.
Nagati has on his character sheet his random trinket that I just remembered. I rolled up. So it's a trinket recovered from a dig site in keeping with the archaeologist background. And it is I have written down, a wooden soldier toy with the claws of a crab. It specifically is a weird mutated toy, I think from the Salal site that I don't have clear memories of.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. to say the least. But all right, I'm gonna get up from this guy. Well, actually, first, I'm just gonna glance over at this one, and I'm going to attempt to toll the dead on that one.
Ah.
Maybe if there's no audience, this guy will just like stop.
That's gonna be a 5.
Okay, 5. So it's gonna be 1d8 necrotic again. That's 3 necrotic damage.
It doesn't destroy the creature, but much like the last one, its attention is taken away from the battle right now.
Yeah. All right, you guys are doing good. I'm gonna just keep messing with these guys if that sounds good to everybody.
I'm gonna kill the audience. Y'all be fine.
Yeah.
I'm
just
still
gonna
mad at you.
Hustle over here, like 30 feet over here, and just hang out.
My God, he's doing like area control. I like
Yeah.
that. Battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are more my speed. They don't hit for all of my HP in one hit, so that's with these guys.
Phoenix, you're up.
Okay. He got her with the claw, huh?
Yeah, you brought down the claw.
I think. Oh, okay. Well,
Right now, you and Morris has the eye on that claw.
23.
20. Yeah, that hits. Jeez.
I was like, math. Geez. That sucked. 4 points with the quarterstaff.
Okay. Still, we're chipping away.
And bonus action.
Leg.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, you can.
She's tired now. 16?
16. That does connect.
We'll take what we can get.
1d4 plus dex.
6 points damage.
Ooh, okay.
And I think she just she doesn't actually heal in game, but she just holds her side or whatever he got her and just like burns up and cauterizes the wound into a scar.
Oh, rad.
And stands her ground.
He's going to spend 2 legendary actions. And he's going to throw his anchor not at anyone.
Hooray.
He's going to instead
I don't
throw
like
the anchor right here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Gotta move.
Uh-huh.
Gotta go.
That was 2 of his legendary actions as he grabs the anchor that's been returned and throws it in the middle and go, the stage is too crowded. And you start to see the frost of the water, or like frost starting to cover bits and pieces of the stage and the audience space here, the sort of where the stands are. Arrow, you're up.
I've been debating making a itty bitty gamble because my spell save DC is so low.
Gamble, do it.
I don't even know if it'd be worth it.
Here, let's
This guy's
play
too
a
strong.
a
wait.
devil's advocate a little bit. Let's just do it. Let's say you gamble. What's the worst that could happen?
The worst that would happen would just be that I'm out of melee.
And if you did it, what's the best that could happen?
That he's out of your melee.
Do it.
Yeah, sure. How do you
The
check?
little devil on your side.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. You know, why not? How do I check how far I can move again? Like
Oh,
a
there's-
little.
There's a little
measurement.
ruler. Yeah.
He only has disadvantage on attacks with Frighten, or it's like saves?
He has disadvantage on all attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can.
Figured I'd try to throw a bone, but nope.
Yeah, I want to go. Hold on. I want to go here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going
Alright.
to use my action to disengage to do that. I see you, Mike.
I was grabbing my die,
little
but you got me.
grin. I'm
I
gonna
see
get-
you. Because then I'm going to action surge.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Here we go.
And I'm going to use my action surge to cast Lightning Lure. So you need to make a strength save.
Roll low.
That's going to be an 11.
Agony and suffering. That's it.
Oh.
That was the gamble, so nothing happens.
And wait, and that was done with disadvantage?
Not saves are not at disadvantage.
That's what I
it's
asked. I was trying to throw a bone too.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
only
okay.
attacks.
Ability checks. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so there's a moment before he moves where he's like,
Legati, you can't
Okay.
silvery barbs.
I would do it, but 11 is like
Yeah.
probably just gonna save again. so.
Exactly. That's why I was like, ugh.
I'm saving it for if he hits somebody really
Yeah.
hard.
Eye flashes green.
Yeah.
Or yeah, blue, excuse me.
Yeah.
So you release, but does not connect.
I imagine like with the sword in my one hand, I try to cast my hand out and like static crackles around my hand, but it doesn't quite reach out. Just kind of like shake it. Shit.
It's like a feedback. It's like getting shocked by the wall. Just.
Yeah. And then how much movement do I have left?
I don't think you moved that far, but let's see. You were here, went 20 feet. You have 10 feet left.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna close back in.
Oh, okay.
Didn't work. Not bothering.
Oh, the sound of defeating your voice is just like, oh no.
Tragedy. That's my
Alright.
turn.
I would like Phoenix, Moors, and Diva at the beginning of the Thespian's turn. I would like all of you to make me deck saves.
Super good with those.
I need.
Ooh, not 20.
All right.
I like this new die.
Ooh,
I'm good at dex. 20.
6.
23.
So good.
Morse is the only one, but everyone else takes half damage.
This was Vera's dice, so you know.
Ooh. Ooh. 10 points of cold damage to Morse, 5 points of damage to both Diva and Phoenix
I don't like
Okay.
it.
as the aura explodes.
Oh boy.
It's now inert, but still laying there. That's at the beginning of his turn. He is going to... Actually, he's going to look to you, Arrow. And I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom save.
Wisdom. No, Mike, that's my worst stat. Don't
Pick a
do
good
this to
dice.
me.
Pick a good dice.
Okay, that was my better dice, and it's my best roll like today. But it still is a -1, so it's still an 11.
Okay. DC was 12.
Oof.
He looks to you and goes, "Such a poor show. Failure of an actor. The stage is not becoming of you." And cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh, my feelings.
You take 3 points of psychic damage, and you have
Wow.
disadvantage on your next attack.
Fantastic.
And thank God he did Vicious Mockery, because he's still technically afraid from Morris, because that would have been a disadvantage if he actually did a physical attack. Oh, I should have used my action to get out of it. Oh, I already did it. Damn it. It's the DM not remembering.
Yeah, put a note to yourself. You gotta use your action and make a roll.
Yeah, no
Use
hitty.
action
You have to make an
a
action.
roll. Morris, you're up.
I'm gonna respond to his quip and say it's mighty talk coming from seafood, and I'm gonna attack. Oh, DM. Should I have done it before or after I roll
The quip.
the divine smite?
You could apply Divine Smite as a free action.
Okay, so wrathful is what I gotta do before.
Yeah, Wrathful's which you Divine Smite is
Thank
something
you.
you just
Thank
pump
you. Okay.
into an attack. It has to
Perfect.
land.
Great, because it's gonna land. It's an at 20.
There you go. So that means you not only
And-
double the amount of dice you roll for your weapon, but also the double amount of dice you would roll for your Divine
Whack.
Smite.
Woo! Oh,
Nat 20s
that feels
and
good.
Paladins are amazing.
Oh, it feels so good. Feels so-
They are.
Okay.
And they're
So
trying
that-
to change it. Trying to change.
That
No.
now.
Womp womp.
Not in this house.
None of those.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Do I have enough to get some?
Yeah, you need to give you dice.
Let me see. Let me take inventory here.
My fellow little goblin over there should have enough dice for you.
I got it.
So
Every
all your
help.
dice plus your ability, your modifier, the bonus you would add to it. You don't double that though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Not two of them are pretty good, not terrible. Then let me look this up. Man, I feel like it's been forever since I have played this. Now I don't even know what I'm doing.
Technically has.
You can re-roll the damage die and use either total. Okay. If I use Savage Attacker on a die roll, does that mean I have to roll because of this being a critical? Does that mean I have to roll both of them, or can I only roll just one?
You just roll the dice. I believe it's just like you roll the dice you need to change. if I
Okay,
remember
perfect.
correctly.
I'm gonna roll one.
Okay.
See if I can do better. No. Somehow it is use either total. Oh, thank God. Okay, great. Good. I'm gonna keep the original because it was higher. It was
That's the best thing about the feat.
Yeah.
What do we get?
Okay, so 14, 20. We got 23, 26, and then because of the dueling fighting style, it applies +2 to damage rolls with the weapon that I just hit with. That will be 27, 28.
Morris, how do you take this guy down?
Oh, yes. Oh, you know what I'm doing.
Are you
know what I'm
going
doing.
to get your claw?
I'm gonna swing the hammer sideways because I'm attempting at this point to crush whatever part of the crab arm he has, and then as I impact it, it crushes the outer like a
shell.
part of the shell. Yep.
Yeah.
It falls to the ground. I grab it as I look into his eyes and say, "Meat's on the menu tonight, boys."
The hammer, infused with a bit of that divine energy, crashes the shell just as it reaches for it calls upon its anchor, lifts it up, and you smash, brings it down as the sharp end of the point of the anchor slits into its back. The weight pulls it down towards eye level to you, Morris, and you start to see that glow start to fade. And we are out of initiative.
Woo.
Yay!
We survived!
We did it!
So who wants to explain the giant crab dude?
We went into the amphitheater. He wanted to talk. Legati talked. We didn't talk well.
I was looking at Legati as like, what happened?
He liked one of our stories. He asked us to tell him a story. Somehow
He has bad taste. I don't know what to tell you.
You didn't tell him the poem about death?
I didn't get a chance. He said a name or a word that none of us seem to be able to hear or process.
It sounded like
it was
lightning.
a strange situation. Things escalated quickly.
What story did you tell him?
Oh, I mean, mine was okay, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh, so it was you.
Oh no, I was okay.
He was the
He
good
didn't
one.
It's like my
Oh.
ghost story of the desert. The wives' tale my mother would tell me. Not to
Oh.
You know, it would, in my theater camp, if you did that type of performance, they would just, probably cut off a body limb.
Jeez,
I think we've had enough
Steve.
today between crabs. She looks at Arrow, starfish, a zombie, and this guy.
A zombie?
It's been a day. Don't drink the water. I don't know if you actually want to eat that guy because things that drink the water mutate more. So
Why would I want? It's an idle threat that I happen to make half good on, and I show the crap on her.
Okay.
Completely different from
You had me
Rolly.
convinced.
DM, can I sniff the air and look, see if I sense fae, fiends, or undead?
You do smell undead. The audience members are still sort of affixed to their seats, but they have calmed down as the entertainment has ended. Satisfied with the end of the fight. You get blips of undead all around you. Just sort of,
That checks.
yeah, just
There was a couple of them.
around the space. It's kind of hard to really fully pinpoint, but
So
except
I
for
just kind of point around, undead.
Well, we were
Yeah.
safe in like this farm thing we slept in. Could probably sleep there, but we'd have to go back through the dead guy thing, so maybe a new place.
Yeah, we might have to look elsewhere.
I mean, they don't seem to be threatening.
Mm,
Yeah,
Walk out of
Not
here?
the ones we can see.
not the ones you can. Yeah, we've had a day.
Is everyone all right? Looking specifically at Diva, Phoenix, and Moors.
I'll
It's a flesh
live.
wound.
Tis but a scratch.
Right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that little last hit looked like a doozy.
Me? I mean, you did very well in making sure I was quite all right. Thank you, Phoenix.
Yeah, I try not to do that too often. Please don't die so much.
To my knowledge, I haven't even died once.
great request.
Phoenix, I'm not sure that's a reasonable request.
How many times have you died, Eric?
I got him out
None.
of a starfish, and then he wanted to go touch the shark thing, and I'm really starting to worry.
No, it was all for fun. That was all.
It was all for fun.
Die
No,
for fun.
that's a poor turn of phrase.
No, that sounds like an awesome time.
You didn't see how many teeth it had. It would have ruined your face. You would not have had a good time.
I'll like show off even some of like the markings from its like suction cups on him.
Yeah.
It's just like it was not very comfortable.
I look over at Diva and I say, you know, if it had ruined your face, it wouldn't be so bad. It'd be like what I did to your statue. Remember that?
I just slowly turned my head at him and just like,
I think the lesson here is don't touch things if we're not sure. And I look at Moors, and I look at an arrow.
We are here on a mission of exploration and archaeology, are we not?
Thank
Just
you.
be a little
And,
more careful.
like, we are standing and gesturing to the dead guy. In fact, like kicking the dead guy in the head a little bit. I think our time here on this island has been nothing but the grandest of success. We even have our friends back again. How was it? Where were you in the rod?
I was a god.
What?
Oh.
You
Oh.
took me from
Like-
this place where I was a god.
There was also a giant tidal wave, a tear in the sky, an eyeball that stared at us, some freaking colorful thing with I don't even know how to describe.
I'm gonna slowly turn to look at Phoenix and kind of like give a look and then look back at them and then look back to Phoenix and just kind of like lean over like that.
Yes, that tops what you did.
I was more wondering if they sounded high to you.
Oh,
Over.
well, I mean, I wasn't in there. I don't know.
Fair enough.
You should go in there and try it. It's a great
I
time.
don't know. I'm good.
It's
God,
shattered on the
writing
floor.
everything down in his mind.
I
Yeah.
like wide
Where is
open
God?
space.
How
I'm
did you
good.
guys get us out?
You see, I think you look down at the creature, the thespian, and there are shatters of the remains of the rod, the wooden and golden structure of it, just sort of all in pieces embedded into this, like the chest and stomach.
Yeah, we took a bit of a gamble and it paid off. And welcome back. We
You
were
broke it.
pretty sure it would not result in you being lost forever in the rod dimension.
Insight check. I am dead serious. I'm insight checking that.
I
All right,
mean,
Legati feels like he is telling the truth by saying he's pretty sure. So
Yeah.
was
I
so-
appreciate
it was so-
calculated risk, so I'm fine with it.
I think the way Legati worded that is that it's so subjective. It's hard to say. It's like
if
it's
Legati
hard-
wouldn't have done it if he wasn't pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Like 60%.
At least 60% sure. Yeah.
Morris is gonna mutter under his breath so no one can hear him. too smart for your own good.
Hey, Legati, have you ever heard of a dimension being in a device?
I mean, DM. I mean, probably right. I don't think a dimension being in a device is like the rarest thing in a world. Like
I mean, bag of holding.
Bag of holding is a
right?
thing like that. There's like instant fortresses that can be thrown.
Yeah, but I think we made rolls for this specific rod or whatever last time, or like we didn't know what
We
this
didn't know.
specific thing was
Yeah.
last time. Like,
It wasn't fully investigated just yet, so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell
Yeah,
what this
yeah.
thing
I
can
have
actually
a
do.
question for your friend then. Like, what the hell is Ambrosia doing with that? That was normal.
maybe she'll be able to provide additional info and possibly money as you explored the dangerous magical device she left out without any proper guard or security.
See, I said that, and she looked at me weird.
Are we going to tell her?
We're gonna
that it's
say it
broken?
accidentally broke.
All right.
Accidentally.
Hey, Diva, Phoenix holds up like her slashed like leather bodice thing. Are you good at sewing by chance?
I mean, I put costumes together. I could probably work with this.
My
Uh,
mom made me that.
DM,
This sucks.
while this conversation is going on, can I approach one of the undead?
Yeah. What other thing that's happening right now is that you guys are currently getting rained on. A storm has brewed over Lone Guard, and you're just getting sort of drenched. But yeah, you can approach one of the undead. It is just sort of, it's semi-retreated back into its skeletal shell, and is just like this ghostly green creature that is currently just waiting for the next performance.
I'm gonna try talking to him.
What do you say?
I'm gonna say, "Can you hear me?"
You see the gaps where its eyes would be just turn a bit of cocked of the head. Your performance was amazing. Encore.
Do you enjoy this? This life after death, this undeath? Are you free? Or are you here imprisoned against your will?
The glow is all I know now. That and the performance.
I'm gonna respond. Your captor is gone. What binds you to this place?
It motions, looks like almost like looking semi back because it's currently in its skeletal shell. It's the skeleton of this being affixed to the wall.
Answer me my last question. Do you wish to be free?
Will there be entertainment when free?
You will be free. Free to roam, as is the course of all natural things.
I will stay where there is entertainment. And sits comfortably.
You said the skeletal thing on the wall?
Yeah, so it's like its body has long decayed and only its skeleton now is like adhered to the wall. Like it's been here so long that erosion and like barnacles have like fixed the skeleton to the wall, and its ghostly form is currently sitting where it was within the skeletal shell, and wants to stay where there's entertainment.
Moore's conflicted. Moore's doesn't like the idea of this person being imprisoned here. Because I don't think Moore's doesn't think any soul would stay in a place like this of their own volition when they could be free.
Does Arrow... Can I hear him talking to the skeleton?
Yeah, I don't think you said you being stealthy about it. I think
Nope.
it's conversation that can be heard. The only thing that sort of covers a little bit of the conversation, not enough to like negate what you can hear. It's just like thunder.
It's perfect. It's the perfect backdrop to the conversation I'm having.
I'm gonna wander up to him. Everything alright?
There's a natural order to life. It's a cycle. Life and death. It only goes one way. From the moment we are born, we're put on a path. The path is not linear. It can branch out in many, many ways. But for all the branches, it all ends in the same place. This is the natural order. This is right. From this point, we move on. That's right, Caleb. I would high five him if he was in the room. That's right. So think of what an affront it would be to the natural order of things if you followed this path, made your way past the point of no return, and returned.
What does natural order have to do with anything? What if the death is unfair?
Regardless
Should they not
of
have a right to come back?
regardless of whatever the motive behind the end, it is the end. What lives must die. If the gods permit someone who has passed on to return for whatever godly purpose they have, then the gods can will it. But when this is done as an affront to gods and man alike, like this, what purpose does this soul have in lingering here? What peace does it find? What purpose does it serve? It is tied here to do the same thing over and over for all eternity. What kind of process in the natural order is this?
Arrow takes a second, like really cycling through everything that you're saying.
Thunder.
And he looks back at the ghost and the skeleton. And then looks back to Moors. He seems entertained. Isn't that good enough? What should the gods have to do with it? Or man, for that matter.
Is the soul entertained? Or is it merely something the thespian forced upon him?
The one that lays lifeless?
Mm-hmm.
Leave it be.
Because
And
the
he's gonna turn
masters...
it.
Oh, takes off. And Morse, you're left alone. But you guys are currently getting soaked right now. And I think a clear question as, what, now that you have safe passage through the amphitheater, with regardless of moral quandaries about the ghosts or the spirits that are stationed here and prefer a place of entertainment, where do we go from here?
Some place to not get rained on.
Let's say shelter. You guys said you guys stayed somewhere and it was safe. What was
Let's
that?
not go back that way. There's complications on the way back. Let's go forward.
Okay.
I think the lighthouse is our next destination for exploration, but might not be the safest. Perhaps a make-do shelter between here and there.
Yeah. can scope out something.
I'm assuming this space, like between the amphitheater and the
Yeah.
lighthouse, is where we're
Looking
kind
for
of doing
something
our.
with a roof and not obviously dangerous.
Before we do a perception check for a suitable place to sleep, I would like everyone to make me a perception check just in general.
Oh,
17.
12.
15.
Unnatural 20.
And a 13.
Okay. Kind of an average group roll right now. Kind of evened out. I'll say you guys get halfway between the lighthouse and the amphitheater. During this passage, you don't see any clear, safe space that's not being rained in right now. Everything's kind of getting flooded. A lot of the mud here is getting extra soupy due to the constant rain and storm. Much like when the ground shaked when you felt the rumble and steps from the thespian, there is a more rapid movement, and you see something shelled, large, across one of the alleyways that has not caught you guys, but there is a creature large and looming with almost like a turtle's shell, quadruped currently walking and just sort of keeping pace around here. I think it's sort of sticking to sort of this outer area, but you do not see currently a safe space to call rest.
It's about I want to just take my chances with the lighthouse.
Lighthouse looks to have a solid roof, at least on the map.
It does
Yeah.
look pretty intact.
Yeah.
And if we're going to possibly get killed by something, let's get killed by the thing by our goal.
Excellent point.
I mean, Moore's duty is to present the obvious church across the way.
Yeah. Maybe we should just go in there.
That's further
Like,
away from the
oh.
lighthouse.
Yeah, which one is literally closer to us right now?
Oh, the lighthouse. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the goal.
Okay. Well, then never mind lighthouse. We'll go for closer.
Yeah, I'm all in favor of exploring every inch of these islands, but the issue right now is getting out of the rain and catching our breath.
But
Lighthouse
personally,
is closer.
I think I need a nap. And she just holds her side.
You guys rush to the lighthouse, feeling that quadrupedal, like multiple steps, getting more and more distant as you guys start to rush towards the lighthouse and the keeper's mansion or manor. Numerous lanterns that are currently lit by this bubbling light green water gives this nice greenish aura and illumination. You head to these large double doors, and you head to the front of the door, and it is open. If anyone tries the actual handle, and there is soft music being played, torchlight lighting, candlelight being lit everywhere. There are numerous light blue specters dressed in like a servant's garb and maid garb, just sort of holding objects and moving them from one room to the next. There is most of them you don't hear like voices. You see there is like a voiceless servant walks to you, and as it speaks, it just goes like the voice is so muddled that it's kind of like you can't really hear words, but it puts an arm on its stomach and bows and motions to come in.
Do these things look like SA-13 a little bit?
No, they're spirits.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like... Never mind. Constructs.
Before we step into the lighthouse, I'd like to use Divine Sense.
Numerous pings.
New place.
Numerous undead.
Can I detect the presence of anything consecrated or desecrated?
No,
Interesting.
not from the distance that you're thinking reach out to.
I'm gonna let the party know there's undead afoot.
Ghosts crossing.
Yeah, Arrow just kind of like
Yeah.
looked at one of the ghosts. Yeah.
Do they see?
I
Nice
think
to be
you're right.
sure.
Wait, all
Wait.
I smell is undead
Wait,
right now.
hold on. Wait. Yep, undead. Pretty sure.
And
So
Diva, you're smelling
they're-
the undead.
It's been a long day. It's okay.
So we know they're not illusions. It's important.
Very fair.
Legati is walking inside. He is done with the rain.
Arrow's also walking inside.
Following
see-
behind.
Yeah.
I guess the butler that sort of greeted you and entered you, like allowed you to enter in, looks back towards the hallway and goes like sort of this ghostly wail, and two maids, like these spirit of maids, start to float in your direction holding like towels.
Sweet.
The ghost
Yeah,
technically
Legati takes a
speak-
towel and is happy to dry off. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they real towels or are they ghost towels?
No, they're real towels. They
Okay,
are
okay.
physical.
Okay, hold on.
Sticks undead on the towel.
No, wait, hold on. No, hold on.
Undead towels.
Morse has to know. Okay, for science, Morse needs to know. What does a ghost towel look like?
Just
There
like
you
a
go. It's a
transparent
towel.
towel.
Transparent, but a towel.
But how is it? How is a towel a ghost? A towel
How
is
do
not
ghosts
alive.
float?
The towel
How do
dies
ghosts
with
float?
unfinished business.
Duh.
Do ghosts speak
I thought you were
primordial?
the undead expert.
No, it's not like they're speak primordial. It's almost like
I'm just curious.
due to whatever's afflicted them, they don't have the capability of full speech.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Legati. Ghost towels are not my specialty.
Well, maybe starting today you can begin preparing your research.
Look, a new field of study.
Yeah.
Ghost
Ghost
towels.
towels.
The initial butler that's brought you in is kind of giving you a motion to follow as you start to dry yourselves out. Floats across the hallway. There are numerous like stairwells that lead you upwards into like the second, maybe even third story, all the way to the back, where there is a sort of like a sign that doesn't actually have words. It just has a symbol, and you see there is a sign for the lighthouse.
Can I take a look at the symbols?
It's just this, it's like going to a bathroom and seeing like a male stick figure thing. It's just
the
like a
symbol
silhouette
lighthouse.
of a
Lighthouse.
lighthouse.
Is he
They're-
trying to bring us in there or just showing us that that's there?
He is motioning you towards the door if you wish to take it.
We said
Is
we
it-
wanted the rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, are there like chairs and furniture in this place we are currently in?
Yeah, you
I was-
passed.
Asked the spirit. I'm like, is there somewhere to rest?
Does
Not
this
like
ghost
your
seem
kind of rest
delicious?
though, like sleep.
Roll me for those who want to sort of get a better insight in this guy. Roll me insight.
I do.
Yeah, I want to.
Is he trying to lead us into a trap?
Insight.
17.
17's pretty good.
19.
19.
13.
13. I think with the combination of that, trying to think. I think maybe Legati has the closest to knowing this sort of etiquette. No, I don't think you get an impression that there is like any ill will at the moment. It's been sort of cordial, and I think that maybe may trigger something for you, Legati, because you did live in the capital of the kingdom, and a lot of important rich people, definitely when it comes to like parties, not necessarily you've been around rich people, but talk happens. There are places, and you pass by numerous open doors on this hallway where you see like seating areas and a fireplace room, and there are couches and chairs and places to rest. You get a sense that they may not feel comfortable you sleeping here unless you get the permission from the master of the house.
But do we want to sleep or just sit for an hour? How much of a rest were we thinking?
We could sit for an hour.
I'd be fine
Short
with
rest
that.
is totally fine.
And you, Morris, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did I receive any sort of like, wealth affluent training from my benefactor?
That makes
Would this
100%
be something?
Morse,
Huh?
yeah, you would know from your background. You know directly. I shouldn't even hinted it for like Legati and Morse, for Arrow. Your benefactor never allowed anyone to just like hang out unless they were introduced to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, your benefactor definitely was very much of high society.
Look at that. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. I'm gonna quickly relay that to my party and say, I believe what the ghost is trying to do is allow us safe passage away from here, but we are not welcome to stay for any length of time without proper introductions. So, unless you want to meet this master, I believe it is best that we be on our way.
I mean, it might help with the research.
I have a thought. Perhaps we open the door, head inside very slowly, except for Phoenix. You go ahead, see if the master is something that would be of danger to us. If that is the case, you run away. As we have seen, you are quite good at that. And if the master is amenable to us staying and resting, we'll rest in comfort and safety.
That sounds like, no offense, Legati, that should be maybe plan F or G.
I was hoping for plan A. I'm damp and tired.
Yeah, I'm sure
Fine.
Phoenix is as well.
Fine.
It worked so well with the lobster things, did it not?
It did. What if she gets caught and then suddenly all of us are going to be in danger because the master of the house just saw someone run in and then run out? It's a little bit suspicious.
I don't
DM.
know how.
Legati, I like you, man, but the plan can't always be Phoenix go get the thing. Because Phoenix is getting tired.
I heard my name.
I think it needs to always be. This would only be the second time.
But she
It
needs
is twice
to
in one
agree
day,
to do
yeah.
it. You just don't sign her up to be bait.
Alright. It was a thought. Plan F. I'll note it down
It's
for
not-
future reference.
DM, as this is all transpiring, Moors is going to wrestle up his best like wealth etiquette, I guess.
Yeah,
For
old
lack of a better
training
word.
from the
Mhm.
Lord. Yeah.
And he's going to ask the spirit for a brief moment of respite from the pouring rain, and if perhaps he may have an audience with the keeper of this house, that would be most agreeable.
Oh, after a respite.
No, before we
Think
respite.
both.
Oh, if you can have a brief
Introduction,
audience.
then respite.
Yeah, if we could have a brief audience with the master to request a moment of respite from the torrential downpour outside.
I'll say because of your background and you were trained in this, I think the spirit smiles, puts a hand on like its chest on the sort of ghostly aura of like where its being would be, and gives a direct nod of like answering in the affirmative, motions towards where you would assume he's leading to the master, and looks back and starts to call upon some of the other like servants and maids and butlers, and you see many of them starting to carry pillows and comforters and blankets, like preparing spaces for you to rest.
Is he going to lead me to the master, or do I just need to walk on my own?
Yeah, it motions to you for the door.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the party I will be right back. If I under my breath so only they can hear me. If I scream and shout, you'll know it's trouble.
So we're sending one of our slower people to do this instead of. All right. I guess this is better than plan F. All right. Good luck.
Legati. I don't see you volunteering.
I did not.
Then I guess that's the end of it. We're going with my plan.
I will listen carefully, okay? And then if he sounds like he's in trouble, I will go.
All right.
Ligotti.
We'll have it this way. Everyone's currently next to the door. To move along, guys, Morris, you open the door, and the back door this here is connected to the actual outer shell of the lighthouse. Like, you do see like a stone structure leading up, numerous windows that have been broken in. You get a cool gust of the storm from outside, and there's a stairwell that circles around, leading to the top of the lighthouse. So everyone, I'm assuming, is like on the base, looking up, making your way up the path. Definitely starting to see the flash of light. As I mentioned before, the only thing that looks, there's like maybe 3 buildings on Lone Guard that look fairly intact. That is the manor, that is the lighthouse, and that is that intact building to the southeast. But you more start to make your way up, looking down at your rest of your party through like the metal grates of the stairwell, and just sort of getting further and further up.
Big thumbs up from Ligotti.
Where there's
Got this.
Light, like this arcane light.
And again, am I walking up the stairs on my own?
Yeah. I believe that's the way that we got this plan going.
At least he's way ahead of us.
No. That's not what I meant. Sorry. Just a clarification. I meant is the butler coming with me?
No, Butler is staying behind.
Is it customary in these types of situations that a butler accompanies a guest through the manor so that the guest does not wander alone?
You're not technically in the manor anymore. You're in the lighthouse.
Oh,
And also, you're in a ghost manor. It's kind of hard to say that this is fully customary.
you know what? Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna just take the training and I'm gonna go to reference that page in the training. I'm just gonna rip it out and say, well, screw it. I'm gonna head up the lighthouse.
You get to the top. And there is a skeletal body that is affixed to the railing on the very top of the lighthouse. As you look at the form, currently the sprays of water and sea salt sort of crest against your face, flash of lightning off in the distance and within the ocean. You feel that you already have like that divine sense where you could sort of feel where undead are. You feel a very powerful undead to the right around of the lighthouse, sort of within the railings. It walks forward and you see that it is a clear visage of a human. Hard to tell coloration in terms of like skin and hair and eye color, all sort of this greenish outline. But what it's wearing is sort of like ceremonial robes and very ritzy, like upper class type digs. Clasps its hands and lets it rest upon its waist and goes, "Visitors, welcome. It's been a long time."
Danger.
And that's what we're going to call
Danger.
today's session.
Danger.
We've sent the light ghosts into the ghost den, starting to regret things.
like literally, his first piece of voice just danger, run.
Wow.
I like it.
Thank you so much for joining us for session 9 for Trials of VinTear. Check you guys next time.
Send help.